We got Sherrie Chenault with us today with Root for Us. Time out to thank you so much for joining us this early afternoon. And Sherrie is a dear friend of mine that we got to know through social media, which is awesome. And she's from Farmington, New Mexico. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, awesome. So just to get started, you know, you're an entrepreneur, you're a life coach. Give our listeners a little more insight of what all that you do and a better understanding of what your business model is.
Okay, well, basically what I call it is cultivate from within. And basically what that means is I like to really develop a person from within, an individual from within. So I specialize on really honing into each person's gift, I call it, and then helping them take ownership of it, whether that be helping them patent it or trademark it or turn it into a business, so that they can, I guess, be empowered to help not only themselves, but offer the gift to the community. And inside a business, I do the same with the employees so that the business has a bigger return, because if each person is developing and taking ownership of their unique gifts, it does good for everyone. And that's kind of what my business is. My business is to help people find their unique talents and gifts, empower them to take ownership of them and grow them and share them. So that's pretty much what my business is. And how I do that is, again, maybe helping them do some business development and creating their own business, or helping a business maximize their operating skills by helping their employees take ownership on their unique skills within the business so that they can maximize the results inside the business.
Okay, so give me a little idea of what is your ideal customer, if you would. Can you kind of paint a picture for us?
You know, I work with a lot of entrepreneurs, but really what I specialize in is finance and relations. And oftentimes people this day and age just need a little extra income. And they just, the ideal client for me is someone who just needs to make a little extra money, or just wants to take that entrepreneurial jump and take ownership in their creativity and their individuality.
Okay. So now, do you service outside the state, or do you just primarily stay within your area?
Well, I live in a community that has a diverse culture, and we're blessed to live close to the reservation. So my clients in general are people who live in rural areas, but I take clients from all over places. I even have clients from Africa. When you ask the question, what clients do I take? I would say I take global clients.
Okay.
And from all walks of life. They could even be like really successful businesses, but their operating is like just not fine-tuned, or they want to give back to their employees and let them feel like they're valued a little bit more. So really, I work with people from all over the world.
Okay, awesome.
But my focus in general is people who don't necessarily have the right resources. I'm a computer engineer as well, so I like to develop apps, and also like to develop programs that help people who live in those rural areas that can't necessarily own their property, but intellectually they can create a business online nowadays, and that's really where business is right now. And so I really like to empower people who are in a situation that they feel like they necessarily don't really know how, or just need a little bit of insight on something that could change their world, change their life from right where they are.
Yeah, awesome. But I know that was our initial connection. We just had that like-mindedness to us, and that, I guess, that energy, you know, I felt when I first met you on the social media, you know, platform, which, you know, we are going to plan to see each other very soon. I know it. It's in the cards for sure. So I'm excited about that. So I'm looking at my notes here, and I noticed in your bio, you had mentioned that you hold certifications in leadership, entrepreneurship, as well as several primary patents. Can you tell us a little bit more about, how that come about, what it took to get the certifications, and as well as those patents that are pending?
Oh, yes. Okay. So as far as leadership, definitely I've always been, the coach of teams. I mean, when you think of leadership, what is that? What is it? What certifies you to be a leadership? In this day and age, it could be certificates of authenticity through colleges, and I did take some leadership training in that aspect. Our community offers an amazing leadership that plugs you into the right resources and trains you. So that's certainly something that is of value. And then as far as certified leadership, I mean, I've just always taken the initiative to be, the coach of my kids' cheer team, or the coach of, or the booster club president, or the PTA president. It's just my personality, and some people just, what they learn, they like to teach and help others, and that's kind of the definition of who I am. I approach life like, who are you? What do you do? Who am I? What do I have? Or who do I know that can help further assist you in your journey of whatever you're pursuing in life? And so as far as preliminary patents, the funny thing about it is when I first started this journey, I didn't really know how to do much. And what I recognized is, like, we have resources available to us that can allow us to take ownership of pretty much anything. And so what I did is I invented something, and then I went through a bigger organization, and I lost it because I didn't have the funds to come up with to finalize it, and it frustrated. And so I thought about, there's got to be another way to make this happen, because I believed in what I created so much so that money wasn't going to be an issue. And that's kind of why I specialize in finance and relations, is because oftentimes we think that money is a reason why we can't have the life we want. And the reality is, it's really the person. Develop yourself and recognize the fact that you're in control of what your outcome is and what you produce. You just have to find a way, because there is always a way. And so with that being said, I learned how to create my own, how to get my own patents through a micro entity, which allowed me to get a preliminary patent for as little as $60.
Wow.
Yeah, really empowering. Nobody really thinks about that. And so I got a preliminary patent on what I call an escape, and that's still in the manufacturing stage. Okay. I won't say much about what it is yet, because I haven't finished with everything yet. But basically, it's in the social media and also foodie side of things. Okay. Broadly put it. Another one I have is actually an app, and it's actually a coupon app. Okay. And this is in negotiations right now with a bigger organization. We're probably going to innovate some new technology, and I'm pretty excited about that. So keep an eye out on that, and it's going to help people earn money while they save money, and that's pretty exciting. Yeah,
that's awesome. You talked about these apps, and so you're able to develop apps. Is that what I heard?
Yes.
Okay. So, I believe, I can honestly say without question that, the technology is not going away, and, more and more people are getting apps to launch their business to another level. Can you tell me a little bit about, let's say, if I came to you and said, hey, Sherrie, I want a phone app for my business. What would that look like?
Well, I would definitely consult with you, and my consultations are free. So I would consult with you. Initial consultation is free. I get an idea of what you're looking for, and then what I do is I compose the idea. And then after we compose the idea, we decide if we want to move forward with that. And, price negotiation is diverse depending on how complex the app is and what you want to, if you want to use it for just your business. Do you want to outsource it and maybe have other businesses take advantage of it? And then do you want to have complete ownership of it, and where you profit from this by sharing it and selling it with other people? Or do you just want it and then you don't, for your function, but you don't care who else profits from it? There's different ways to go about that. So basically it starts with an idea, with a vision, and really what I specialize is listening to people's needs, putting them together in an application that can help them in whatever they're trying to accomplish.
Okay, awesome. I know that the prices are different, so I'm not asking you to quote me a price, because obviously every customer is going to be different. But do you have an ideal of what a turnaround time would be if someone like myself has come to you and, put the ideals together, and then, we agreed upon a price. What would be a turnaround time to actually have this app
action? Again, that takes, it just depends on the complexity of your app. So if you're looking for something simple just for functionality of your inner dynamics of your business, maybe like a simple app that just tracks your meeting schedule, which you can find everywhere, but maybe you want to customize it to your unique self or something. That could actually take less time because most of the programming is already compiled through a different app. So when you say turnaround on something like that, I would say maybe like 30 to 90 days.
Okay, that's not bad. I was expecting a little longer than that. I know there's a lot.
We said simple, so.
Sure, right, exactly. So if somebody wanted to, let's see, is there, obviously you do a lot of other stuff that we already talked about, the life coaching and mentorship and things like that. Is that like, as far as the cost goes for something like that, is that on case basis as well, of depending on what their development that they want to take on?
Yeah,
take on?
Initial consultation for free with the business. Basically, kind of just so you understand the process, what I do is I consult with the business, and then after I consult with them, I develop program to let them know like what they can do to help for their business, and that $300. You can be done with that. Implement it yourself, and that's $300. You're good. But then there's different levels. Now, if you want me to go in there and do the analytics and manage some of your stuff, or create the program until it's operated, or train some of your employees, or work with them, or any of that, we have like the 3 month, the 6 month, the whole year. Those range from 2 to 4 up, depending on how much you want me to do. Because ultimately what I want to do is I want you as a business to be able to let me completely be gone, because I like, what I specialize is telling you how to operate and helping you reach those goals you need to reach. Ultimately, I want it to be sustainable. I don't want you to constantly have to pay me to run your business. That's not what I'm there for. I want to teach you and your employees how to maximize your gifts, your talents, your uniqueness, and identify that and grow from there and prosper from there, and me be able to completely walk away.
Gotcha. So be self-sufficient.
Yes.
Gotcha. Well, Sherrie, I know your time is valuable. So as we wrap this up, tell the listeners, where is the best way to reach you if they want your services? Shoot out your contact information, your website, all that information. And obviously we'll have it, posted in this segment as well.
Right.
Let us know what the best way to reach you at.
Right. Okay, so currently the best way to reach me is through my Facebook. Actually, it's Root for Us, and it's ROUTE, the number 4, and then US. The ironic thing about it is I'm developing my website, so it's funny because I do website development applications, but I do it for everyone else. So
right.
Yeah, you don't really do it for yourself, but it's because all my business is usually word of mouth, and it keeps me pretty busy. But the thing that I learned, successful people learn how to let a little control go, and what I mean by that is because of that I'm able to take on more clients, and because of that I've been able to grow more. And for that, I realize that there's it's necessary to develop a better system to get in contact with me directly, as there's only one me. My personal development, it's just Sherrie Chenault. My personal page, I just use just for personal resources. If you truly want to get a hold of me for personal development or any of my business aspects, I would use the Revenue Root for Us on Messenger currently. And as I continue to develop my website and stuff, I'll put that in my links, so when you go to my page you'll have access to that as well. I also have a blog that's actually getting reorganized right now, so there's several ways, but basically the best way is through Messenger on Root for Us.
Okay, that's through Facebook. Okay, awesome. All right, any questions, last minute questions for me?
No, I just wanted to definitely thank you so much. I mean, you are a real estate expert, and me, like most entrepreneurs, we have our hands in lots of business opportunities and income generating resources, and you certainly are a specialist in real estate and an expert in that. And as we know, real estate is definitely a key component to my business development, and I just wanted to thank you so much and just let you know what a great value you are in what you do. So thank you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. So
Yeah.
I'm excited. I know you are. We're going to be making some money together and helping families out along the way. So.
And that's what's so great about the two of us is we really genuinely have good hearts, and we truly want to help people. And when your heart is in the right place, your spirit is in the right place, we're doing work that's a blessing for everyone.
Absolutely. Thanks again, Sherrie. We'll be in touch very, very soon. And have a great day.
Big. We'll talk to you later.
Okay. Bye.